Hello and good morning. The truth is our priority. We give justice to your curiosity. I am Kerwin Ugbamen. You're tuning in to the Addict News, giving you the latest and most credible news for today. Judges put emphasis on the Code of Ethics for teachers, especially the teacher and the teaching community. Transcribed from Article 5 to be remembered and practiced by teachers. According to the chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education, this article of Code of Ethics for Teachers would help educators on how teacher learning communities develop inside and outside schools. A must for anyone committed to improving teaching quality. Teacher leaders, teacher educators, principals and district administrators, school reformers, and professional developers. Indeed, the professional teacher is not an island as he or she works with other professional teachers, and some of them are more or less experienced as he or she is. For the details on the Article 5, the teacher and the learning communities, teaching communities, here's Clare Sibla to report the onset of two sections under Article 5. There.
Thank you, Kerwin. Section 1 states that the teacher shall at all times be imbued with a spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with colleagues. The essence in this section, Kerwin, is that teachers must support one another when the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is at stake in any controversy. When teachers depend on one another for support, they develop relationships based on trust and empathy. These regular interactions are important in forming lasting professional and mentorship relationships. In relation to Section 2, a teacher is not entitled to claim credit or work not of his own and shall give due credit for the work of others, which he may use. This signifies that teachers must also give credit to other people's work that they will use. For instance, a teacher who uses a particular worksheet or other resources which he or she found very useful for his or her teaching, then it is also a must for them to give credit to the original author by citing sources that being charged with plagiarism. Every one of us knows that it is a serious offense and can have serious consequences later. Claiming someone else's work is unethical and it is illegal, and teachers are bound to be as professional and ethical as possible. That is all for Section 1 and 2. This is Clare Sibla from Addict News. One vision, one community, one assailant. Back to you, Kerwin.
Thank you, Claire. At this point in time, let's proceed with the Section 3 and 4. Reporting with us here today is Keith Villamor. Keith?
Yes, Kerwin, the Section 3 states that before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize for whoever assumes the position such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work. This is true for all other types of profession. Before leaving one's job, you are obliged to settle and organize things first you need to consider doing to ensure a graceful transition before you are head out to the very door you are working. As well as there are tons of records or data that our teachers are holding and working on their job, and it will be chaos to carry on the same task if he or she will not turn or surrender those important papers and documents to the successor when he or she was about to resign or transfer to other schools. Leaving work without prior notice can be considered as unethical, as well as could be consequences to that undesirable action. And to the Section 4 states that a teacher shall hold inviolate all confidential information concerning associates, and the schools shall not indulge to anyone documents that have not been officially released or remove records from the files without permission. Confidentiality is important as it builds trust between teachers, co-teachers, and higher authorities, and any institution must keep information secure and trusted. To have information or documents shared, it not only breaches privacy, but it will destroy trust, confidence, and loyalty. It will also cause loss and productivity as a professional. This is Keith Villamor from Addict News, one mission, one community, one assailant. Back to you, Kerwin.
Thank you, Keith. Indeed, that is true, and teachers must also put that in mind. Moving on is the Section 5, 6, and 7. Christopher Flores is reporting here with us today. Christopher?
Thank you, Kerwin. At this juncture, let me expound the last three sections of Article 5 of the Code of Ethics for Teachers. For Section 5, it states there that it shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what may appear to be unprofessional and unethical conduct of any of the students. However, this may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. So as we all know, teachers play a critical role in helping young people achieve success in the classroom. So if we say professional behavior, it means taking your responsibilities seriously. So failing to act professionally sets bad example and may cause to lose the trust and respect of students and colleagues. So a teacher must also reflect in his or her actions whether it is unprofessional or unethical in some way, that he or she can also seek correctives of what may appear to be unjust and said to be undesirable behavior. So teachers must display professionalism because teachers serve as a model of strong character traits including perseverance, honesty, respect, lawfulness, fairness, patience, and unity. So in section 6, Kerwin, it was included there that a teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticism against an associate, preferably in writing without violating the right of the individual concerned. So according to the educational administration, so if the alleged offender is an associate, that individual has agreed to be accountable under the Code of Ethics, Article 5, Section 6, for his or her actions during the time of association and or is not excluded from examination because of the affiliation or association. So basically, Section 5 and 6 tells us that in case a colleague has done something untoward, violating this code of ethics or making the integrity of the profession fall out, so the proper venue must be observed. So again, teachers must avoid rumor in giving tactless information to someone who will not be able to help at all. So one must seek proper authority, so the evidence must support their claim. So be professional all the time in dealing with different grievances. So now lastly, for Article 5 in the Code of Ethics of Teachers is Section 7. It was stipulated there that a teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he or she is qualified, provided that he or she respects the system of selection based on merit and competence, provided further that all qualified candidates are allowed to be considered. So this reflects that in case that you want to apply for any vacant position for promotion, may it be a higher teaching position or administrative position such as principal, assistant principal, dean, and such, you will be allowed to do so provided that you follow the rules and regulations for the selection system and respect the way you will be evaluated. At the same time, you have to assess yourself whether you are capable and have met those needed qualifications and apply only when you are qualified. So have assessed your own capacity and your own credentials.
Okay, thank you, Christopher, for that. By the way, that was Christopher Flores reporting for Section 5, 6, and 7. Thank you again, Christopher. Okay, those were the top stories for today. We do not just secure the freedom, we defend what people deserve. The truth is our priority, we give justice to your curiosity. This is Edip News delivering reports from worldwide view towards one united. News with no bias, news with no exception. This has been Kerwin Ugbamen, one mission, one community, one assailant. Thank you for being with us.